You're awake. You know you're awake. You can see your ceiling. You can feel the sheets, but your body is a lead weight. Your arms won't move. Your legs won't move. And there is something in the corner of your eye. You try to scream. Nothing. Your vocal cords are chemically locked. Your chest feels like something is sitting on it, pressing down, slow and deliberate. The shape at the edge of your vision gets closer, or maybe it doesn't. You can't turn your head to check. This isn't a ghost story. It isn't supernatural. It's a biological glitch. A moment where your amygdala, the part of your brain that screams danger, treats a shadow like a lethal predator, and it happens to nearly 8% of the global population. Tonight we're going inside the malfunction. I'm Lucas, and this is Mind and Marvel. To understand what went wrong, you first have to understand what's supposed to go right. Every night your brain cycles through stages of sleep. The deepest and strangest of these is called REM, rapid eye movement. This is where your most vivid dreams happen. Your brain is firing nearly as intensely as when you're wide awake. And that creates a problem. If your brain is sending signals to run, fight, or scream during a dream, your body would actually do those things. You'd thrash, you'd fall out of bed, you'd hurt yourself or someone next to you. So evolution built a kill switch. During REM sleep, your brainstem releases two neurotransmitters, glycine and GABA, that flood your motor neurons and shut down voluntary muscle movement. It's called REM atonia. Think of it like a circuit breaker in a house. The lights upstairs are blazing. Your brain is dreaming full throttle, but the breaker has cut the power to everything below the neck. This is not the glitch. This is the safety system. You are supposed to be paralyzed during REM every single night. The glitch is what happens when you wake up and the breaker doesn't flip back. Normally waking up is a clean handoff. The paralysis chemicals recede, your cortex boots up, muscle control returns, you open your eyes, stretch, and you're back in the world. The timing is seamless, you never notice the transition, but sometimes the timing slips. Your cortex wakes up, your eyes open. You are fully, completely aware that you are lying in your bed, but the glycine and GABA haven't cleared yet. The chemical restraints are still on. Your body is locked in sleep mode while your mind is wide awake. Imagine waking up inside a car that's been put in park with the engine running. You can see through the windshield, you can hear the radio, but when you grab the steering wheel, it doesn't respond. The pedals are dead. You're a conscious passenger locked inside your own body. This state typically lasts between a few seconds and 2 minutes. But here's where it gets truly terrifying, because your brain isn't just awake and paralyzed. It's also still partially dreaming. During sleep paralysis, your brain is caught between two states. The prefrontal cortex, your rational, logical brain, the part that says, that's just a coat on a chair, is still groggy. It hasn't fully come online. But the amygdala? The amygdala is wide awake and screaming. The amygdala is your brain's smoke detector. Its job is to scan for threats and trigger fear before you even have time to think. In normal life, the prefrontal cortex acts as a filter. It checks the alarm and decides whether it's real. During sleep paralysis, that filter is offline. The smoke detector is blaring, and nobody's there to check if it's just burnt toast. The result, hypnagogic hallucinations. Your brain, still partly in REM mode, generates dream imagery, but projects it onto the real room you're looking at. Shadows become figures, pressure on the chest becomes something sitting on you, sounds become whispers. And because the amygdala is in full threat mode with no logical override, it doesn't just see shapes, it assigns intent. That shadow isn't neutral, it's malevolent, it's watching you, it's approaching. Your brain is writing a horror movie in real time, and you're the audience who can't leave the theater. This is why every culture on Earth has its own version of the same story. In Japan, it's called kanashibari, being bound by metal. In Newfoundland, the old hag sits on your chest. In Norse mythology, a creature called the mare rides you in the night. That's literally where the word nightmare comes from. Different cultures, different centuries, different continents, all describing the exact same neurological event. Sleep paralysis isn't random. Certain conditions make it far more likely. Sleep deprivation is the biggest trigger. When you're severely underslept, your brain becomes desperate for REM. It rushes into it faster and harder than normal, which makes the transitions in and out sloppier. The circuit breaker is more likely to stick. Irregular sleep schedules, shift work, jet lag, pulling all-nighters dramatically increase the odds. So does sleeping on your back, which researchers believe may affect airway pressure and brainstem signaling. High stress and anxiety prime the amygdala to fire hotter, making hallucinations more vivid and more frightening if an episode occurs. And here's the cruel irony. The more terrifying an episode is, the more anxious you become about sleep, which disrupts your sleep further, which makes another episode more likely. It's a feedback loop. Fear breeds the very conditions that produce more fear. Every single night, your brain performs an extraordinary act. It generates entire worlds inside your skull, places, people, stories, and simultaneously paralyzes your body so you don't destroy yourself acting them out. It's one of the most sophisticated safety systems in all of biology. And sleep paralysis is what happens when that system's timing is off by a fraction of a second. For thousands of years, we called it demons, we called it spirits, we called it the supernatural. It was always the brain. The most haunted house you will ever enter is the one you carry between your ears. So the question that lingers is this: if your brain can manufacture a monster so convincing that every culture in history believed it was real, what else is it building that you haven't noticed yet? If this video made the hairs on the back of your neck stand up, hit like. Subscribe to Mind and Marvel so you're with us the next time we crack open the brain's darkest files. And we want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis? What did you see? Drop it in the comments. Some of the best stories we've ever heard come from you. Until next time, stay curious, stay marveled.